Good afternoon, everyone. Today I would like to review the book Attitude is Everything, written by Jeff Keller. Jeff Keller was a lawyer and a motivational speaker. And the main objective of the book is to help us to understand we can achieve what we desire. And the book can mainly divide into three parts. The first part is the success begins in our mind itself. And the second part is the power of the words, and third part is the heaven help those who act. And in the first part of the book, he put a simple example of a half-filled glass. In a half-filled glass, how two people see a half-filled glass. A person with a positive attitude will always say that the glass is half-filled. But the person with a negative attitude, he will see the negative side of the half-filled glass. He says the glass is half-empty. This is a true perspective of two people with a positive and negative attitude. And then he also says that a person with a positive attitude will always have a aim, and he will take steps towards steps to achieve his aim. And the person with a negative attitude will always sit backwards, and he always says I can do that, and he does not have any aim in his life. And we all know everyone in the world wants to face problems, but how we solve the problem is most important. The person with a positive attitude will always find the solution to solve the problems, but the person with a negative attitude will always behind the problems, and he does not have a solution. And then he also comparing our attitude with a window. Our window is the perspective of us towards the outer world, and during our younger age the window is very clean, but when we grow up the window become dirt because of our duties, responsibilities, and our doubts, etc. And coming to the second part of the book, the second part says about the power of the words. Here also he putting a simple example. We usually ask someone how are you, but if someone says I am fine in a very gloomy and unhappy manner, that does not make any sense. Even though he is saying I am fine, but he is not actually fine. But he says that we want to reply if someone asks us how are you, we want to reply in a very good energetic manner, that is I am great, and or I am fine, like that. That is the, and he also saying that if we use always negative words, that will come to us. So we want to always, if someone always saying that I am not able to do that thing, or I am very bad such things, and he cannot do anything in his life. Then coming to the third part of the book, here he says that we want to come out of our comfort zone, and we want to do risk, want to take risk, and do things what we fear. And also he says that about failures. We want to go outside and we want to face failures in our life. And only if we face failures, if we want to success today, if you want to success tomorrow, we want to be willing to face failures today. And only from failures we can learn new lessons. And here in this book, he is also saying that attitude is not only the key thing that help us to achieve success in our life, but it is the first step we want to take to achieve success in our life. I recommend you all to read this book because it will give you a great confidence and everything. Thank you.